guys, welcome to Thursday night's call. Tonight we're going to talk about getting organized in your business. If you have a lot of noise in your background, if you want to just mute yourself, and then if you have like a question, you can unmute yourself and we can chat. Tonight, like I said, we're going to talk about getting organized. This is like so incredibly crucial for your business, and so many of us just don't do it. And I'm going to be honest, like I didn't really in the beginning, and I'm just kind of putting pieces together. So when I sat down to do my vision board at the beginning of this year, I put on there to get organized. And so I did get some things organized, but it's been a trial and error of what works for me and what doesn't. The thing about organization is that everybody has different ways of doing stuff. So I'm going to share with you guys what I think I finally found that works for me. And then you guys can tweak it to however you want, okay? Getting organized is a complete different, it's a system that has to work for you. So if you're a pen and paper kind of girl, make that work. If you are somebody that works best on spreadsheets, make that work. If you're somebody that wants to go with like a software, I can give you advice on those to use, but it's totally up to you what you want to do. So I'm going to go through some basics of if you want to be successful in this business, what you need to do to get organized that is going to just really help you in the long run. So what happens in the beginning is that we get totally excited, and what we start out doing is, man, nobody's going to ever want to talk to me about this. And then it goes into, oh my gosh, so I'm in a rhythm, and now I have people like talking to me, and I've reached out to all these people, and now you're like, I have no idea who I've talked to, who I haven't talked to, who I need to follow up with. I don't even know who's in my challenge groups. I don't even know who I've talked to about coaching. And so this is why it's extremely important to get organized so that you have documentation of all of this, so that if you ever find yourself scrambling or that you don't have people to talk to, that you can go back to trackers that you use and that you can reference. So, okay, so I need to follow up today. Well, let me go back a month, and who did I actually talk to, and what were the conversations that I had, so that I can now reach out to them and I can reference those conversations. So it's just really important for you to be organized. So the very first thing I'm going to recommend that you do in the organization process is come up with a monthly calendar. I'm going to share my monthly calendar with you guys so that if you want to use it, that you absolutely can. Because remember, we're going to go back, okay? And we're going to talk about simplifying and duplicating. That is all this business is. The business is actually really simple. It's all just getting the basics down, getting organized, getting into a rhythm, being consistent, being persistent, and then everything else just falls into place, okay? So the very first thing that I would recommend you doing is getting a calendar, looking at it and setting aside what you're going to do for that calendar. And when you set this calendar, the goal is that every single month after that is going to look exactly like that. So you never have to rack your brain about, okay, when am I going to run my next challenge group? Or, when should I do this? Or I should do a what is coaching sneak peek. I don't know, maybe I'll just run one tomorrow. So if you have like a calendar set, you're not fumbling around, you get way more organized. So you can't see this, but up on my wall, I have hanging calendar, okay? When it comes to this stuff, I'm totally paper and pen. I'm a visual person. This is why I'm always doing slides for presentations for you guys, because I like to see it. When I see it and I hear it, I'm able to learn it better. That's just the way I learn. Maybe you're different. So I'm giving you an example of what my calendar looks like. Actually, not an example. This is my calendar. So you guys, if you want to screenshot this, I'll share the slides that you can actually look at later. But my calendar looks like this. The first Monday of every month, I'm going to host a 5-day free group, okay? I haven't really done these consistently, but I'm going to get into a routine of doing this, because this is where you really start to form people and form relationships with people. And it's a great way for you to kind of sponsor an ad on a Facebook page. Everybody likes free, right? And the great thing about this is that you can choose the theme you want to do. So if you want to do like a personal development group, if you want to do like getting your house organized group, if you want to do a let's keep each other accountable doing laundry group, you know, whatever it is that's going to speak specifically, I mean, hey, I actually might need that next month because whatever speaks specifically to your brand. You want to speak specifically to your brand, to your market, so that you are attracting the people that you relate best to. The second Monday of every month, I am going to be running a new Coach Basics 14-day training. Guys, I have run these before, but I kind of got out of it, and I was running it based on who was starting, who was here, who was there. But what I'm doing is I'm just going to run this new Coach Basics, okay? And if you're not in the new Coach Basics group, I would encourage you to add yourself to that group, because I'm going to actually keep one group for new Coach Basics, okay? Once the end of the 14 days is up, I'm going to wipe the group out. I'm going to delete all the posts, and then I'm going to post again, starting the second Monday of every month. And that's your opportunity to add your new coaches to that group. I'm doing all the work for you, okay? All you have to do is go out and find people that want to join us, and then I'm going to teach them, okay? So we've completely revamped the training. That's going to start every second Monday of the month. Third Monday of every month is my challenge group starts, okay? And I've done this strategically, and I know that 2 weeks prior to anything starting, that's when I begin marketing for it, okay? So you can make a note for that. When you have something starting, you want to make sure that you're marketing at least 2 weeks prior. You have to take into account the 5 to 7 days that it takes for shipping, okay? Fourth Monday of every month, I run a 3-day challenge group sneak peek. This is just a free group. It's just for, people that were curious about a challenge group. And so I just add them to that. And it's kind of probably be standard posts, just a little bit to share about the products, share about the group, share about what they get from me as a coach. First Wednesday of every month, I'm going to do a What is Coaching event. This speaks to you guys because, again, you guys get to invite people for me to advertise and present what the coaching opportunity is. If you guys have not done this yet, I would recommend you getting out there and doing this. It's so important for you to put your face with the coaching opportunity. You guys are all on Team Dream Fit, okay? But this is your own business, and you are running your own team. So you need to pick a team name. You need to start marketing yourself, your brand, and get out there and talk to people. So if you haven't yet done a What is Coaching event, you should consider doing it. It doesn't matter if you just started. You can talk about your journey. The way that you do it is you get people to connect with you. So it's really important for you to get out there. If you're not comfortable doing it, I will host these once a month, every first Wednesday. So make sure that you check my posts and when I'm doing that so that you can invite to it. Third Wednesday, I'm going to start doing this challenge group check-in call, which I did with Biggest Loser. And I like this. This happens the very first time that, the very first week that we get set up. And it's important to get the challengers into a Zoom call and to get them kind of seeing what it is that we're doing as coaches even, because then you see who joins. I mean, when we did the Biggest Loser, I think there's like 11 people that joined us. And you can just kind of see who's serious about doing this, okay? So first and third Thursday, I'm going to change this up, guys. I've been doing team calls every single Thursday, but I think we can back off a little bit, okay? Because the goal is to get you guys consistently working the business. The goal is not for me to be doing all of these presentations. The goal is for you guys to know the stuff and to do it. So I don't want to take away from your working time. So first and third Thursday of every month, I'm going to be doing team calls. So mark your calendars for that. Now, when you know your monthly calendar and what it looks like, you can plan your daily schedule, okay? And that is where organization becomes like truly key. So if you've been looking at this business this far as, okay, yeah, it's coaching, like I'll do it when I can. Or yeah, coaching is fun, or coaching is this, coaching is that. You may have noticed that you, 1, get overwhelmed easily, 2, don't have a plan, or 3, aren't seeing the results and stuff that you would like out of coaching, and it's frustrating you. So it's really important for you to have a schedule set, and that means that every single day you set aside work hours or business hours for you to work your business. And by that, I mean You can set aside 1 hour. You can set aside 30 minutes. You can set aside blocks of 15 minutes and you doing one task at a time. But you must plan it out. If you do not plan it out, you're going to get to the end of the day and you're going to say, shoot, I didn't do my power hour. I didn't invite. And then you're going to just get into that snowball effect of not doing it. So consistency is key. If you haven't yet read the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, I truly and completely recommend it. It's an excellent book that teaches you the power of consistency and how really important it is. And you know this if you've been doing your workouts and you drink Shakeology, that you don't truly see the benefit of the program unless you're doing it consistently. If you're only working out, 2-3 days a week, all of a sudden you get to the end of the month and people are reporting what they're doing and they're seeing really great results, and you're over here like, I haven't lost anything, or I've even gained stuff, because who knows what you're eating on those 4 days off. So the coaching business is absolutely no different. You have to be consistent in it in order to get results. So the way I like to tell you guys this is, think of this is that this is not an instant gratification kind of business, okay? You're going to spend a whole lot of time building relationships and talking with people and sparking up conversation, and you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels, okay? And nothing's going to come to fruition. At least that's what you think. But what's going to happen one day, and Cindy can vouch for this, and a lot of you guys others can vouch for this, is that it feels like you're having these conversations. It feels like you're just posting to a whole bunch of nobodies. And then all of a sudden, everything comes crashing down, or everybody's like, not crashing down, everything just starts to work out. And people are like, yeah, I want to join your challenge group, or I want to do this, I want to do that. But it's the consistency that got you to that point. And so what people will tend to do if it starts to work out is they're like, well, all these people are just coming to me naturally, so I can back off on posting and doing my power hour. And that's not the case. You have to be doing this every single day in order to see results. Again, it's the same with your eating and working out. If you're eating healthy, you're losing weight like crazy, you're not going to go eat a hamburger, because if you go eat a hamburger, consistently eating a hamburger, you're going to put that weight right back on. The same with the business. You have to consistently be doing the business every single day and getting organized. And I want you to look at it as, you have to set aside that time. So many of us, and I'm a culprit for this as well, we struggle with time management skills because we have so many things going on at the same time. And I struggle with this too, I'm telling you. And so what I ended up doing, and for the Back to Basics group that I'm running next month for you guys that want to join, is I'm going to ask you guys to get the book Miracle Morning, because that book really completely changed my life. When I was getting up already at 5 o'clock to drive to work and sitting in traffic for 2 hours, I read this book and it inspired me to get up at 4:15 every morning. And you might think like, that is just crazy talk, but I actually was so much happier and less overwhelmed. And I had just this system, because I started my days out with what's called this Miracle Morning, and I got everything done. And ever since I read that book, I am so key on getting stuff done early. Now, obviously some things get in the way, and so your schedule isn't going to be like this all the time. You have to have some flexibility, okay? So maybe you sit down and you say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, this is what my day looks like. Thursday, Fridays, this is what my day looks like. Now, I would not encourage you to take days off of this business if you're only working an hour a day. If you're going to work like full-time hours Monday through Friday, then take the weekend off. But if you're working just 1 hour a day, you should be working on the weekends as well. Because again, that's just getting that ball rolling and keeping that consistency up. So I'm sharing with you what my day looks like, okay? 5:30 wake up, drink Energize, and do my personal development. That could be, and that's wild, my Energize, I'm tingling. That could be anything from watching training videos for me. That could be reading my book. That could be, listening to a national wake-up call, whatever it is. 6 a.m. workout. Obviously, all of my workouts are 30 minutes. It's very hard for me to do anything longer than that. 6:30, that's when I post in my team page. And some days I get my act together and plan posts and put them in Send Share, but not often. I'm more of a on the fly kind of girl. This week has been totally off because my husband is working day work, and that's not normal. But this is when I post in the team page, coach training groups, challenge groups, personal page, like page, and I literally check it off, guys. I'm not so what should I do right now? I'm literally I need to post on my Facebook like page. Bam, this is what I post. I need to post on my personal page. Bam, this is what I post. And then I have a theme for my day of what I post as well. So I would encourage you to do that, speaking to your market. 7:15 to 10 a.m., my girls are up. I'm with them until my husband wakes up at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a perfect ideal day is when I'm working. My day looks way different than yours because I have a bigger team. Okay. So for you, you don't need that time. You really genuinely can do this business in an hour if it's focused and efficient work. So for me, I'm doing a lot of planning groups. I'm also doing my power hour. I'm still doing my power hour, guys. I don't not do it. So I'm planning trainings. I'm strategizing this. I'm, trying to get together something for this or whatever, and maybe doing pictures for my groups or scroll stopping or ads or whatever during that time. And then 3 to 8:30, that's family time for me. And then 8:30 to 10, I come back. This is when I do team calls. This is where I host events. This is where I do challenger calls, coach prospect calls, etc. That's pretty much my day. It's really important for you to know your day and know where all of your time is, okay? If you ever come to me, going forward, we're going to do this. If you come to me and you say, I don't have any time in a day, I'm going to ask you to write your schedule down. And I'm going to say, what does your day look like? And I'm going to try and find holes for you to help you fit it in if that's what you want, because that's my job to help you, okay, reach the goals that you want if you're really struggling and you're not getting there. But sometimes it's just a matter of setting your alarm 30 to 45 minutes earlier. Okay, so I'm going to give you checklists and all of this for you to work off of, but it's super important for you to know where you stand in your schedule. I can't make your schedule for you because you obviously know what your priorities are. So you need to know what comes first and when you can actually focus on the business. Okay. Power hour, I want to explain this for a lot of you guys that don't know. Power hour just means that this is when you are fully focused on the business. And by that, I mean you set aside 1 hour, an hour and a half, 15 minutes. And that means you are fully focused on the tasks that you need to do for the coaching business. This is really crucial, okay, guys? You should not be doing laundry. You should not be juggling your kids at this time, because every second that you are doing that, you're missing out on working your business. You're missing out on doing the daily coach behaviors that are, helping you earn money, okay? Helping you run a business. And so I'm going to give you some tips. Again, I'll share these slides. You can take a screenshot of them, but you want to work from a power hour list. I'm going to provide that to you guys, okay? I'm going to give you a daily coaching checklist that you can literally go down. Real talk, I have ADD. I have to function from a list. If I don't function from a list, I'm like, what am I doing? That's my life. Okay. I didn't get diagnosed until I was an adult, but I seriously am ADD. And I could tell you, I would be reading books as if I'm not focused, I could be reading a page or whatever as a kid. And I'd be like, oh, what did that say? It could be 2 hours later and I'm reading the same sentence. So for me, I've learned in my life that changes that I need to do for me is that if I have a list in front of me and I take the thinking out of it, that I just function directly off that list. So if that list says invite 3 people to my challenge group, I literally invite 3 people and I check it off and it's done. And my brain is clear and I'm like, oh, one less thing to think about. So make sure that you're working off of a list. If you want to make a different list, by all means do it, but you don't need to, okay? The great thing about this is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've done the work for you. You guys can just go off of it.
Did you do that?
Do not get on Facebook during your power hour unless it's because you are working off of Facebook or you are networking off of Facebook. Do not get sucked into your news feed, okay? There is a way for you to turn your news feed off if you don't want to see it. It's a total time suck, okay? And what I mean by that is that you're like, oh, let me scroll. You're going to justify in your head, like, let me scroll to build relationships, right? Because I can justify, like, if I'm liking these people, I'm kind of forming them. I'm kind of building the relationship. And now, okay? Because then you're just like, oh. And 45 minutes is gone, and you can never get that time back. And I don't know why 45 minutes of Facebook scrolling goes by so quickly, and 30 minutes of a workout is like, but just don't get on Facebook. If you want to have efficient time, use it to do your business and don't pay attention. So like I was on Facebook tonight to post. So you'll see, like, if you ever send me a message and I don't see it or I don't respond, it's because if I post, it's because I'm just in the zone and I'm like, I need to post now, but I'm not on Facebook. I'm not scrolling Facebook. I'm doing something else. But I'm trying to make my time more efficient. Do not do personal business. This is what I was saying. Don't be tending to your children. Don't be paying bills. Don't be scheduling Girl Scout field trips like I was doing today. Don't be checking email. Don't call the doctor. This is your business time. Just like if you were at your job and you wouldn't be making personal phone calls when you're on the job. Well, some of us would. But you know what I mean? Like this is your business. You're an entrepreneur, so what you get out of this business is what you put into it. So just make sure that you are really focused on your business. Make sure you communicate the schedule with your spouse to ensure that you have their support, okay? I had to do this a lot and because my husband wasn't understanding of it. Now, of course, he works nights most times, so I was able to work at night when I was working and we didn't have that conflict. But, like tonight, for instance, when I had to plan my group and I was home with Chloe all day, he's working during the day, and got the girls ready, took Michaela to school. And he said, oh, we're going to go out to dinner. Are you going to come with me? And I was like, no, I have to do work. And he kind of got an attitude with me. But I was like, listen, you have your business hours, your schedule changes. I have my business hours. I have to get this done. So just make sure you communicate how important it is for you and that you have to get the work done. Make sure you have a designated workspace that you're working from every single day. Don't work from the TV. And the reason for that is because it's just a time suck. You're going to get stuck watching TV, and then all of a sudden your power hour or, what should be 30 minutes of banging out invites or whatever turns into like 3 hours, and you're like, man, I have had no productivity out of that. So just make sure you have a space, whether it's a desk that you're working from or whether it's just a quiet room, whether you go up to your bedroom to get away and you're working from a laptop. Just make sure that you're working from that same place every day. This is really big advice. Eat that frog first in your power hour. By eat that frog, I mean, it's a book by Brian Tracy. It's a really good personal development book if you want it. It's about not procrastinating the task that you hate to do the most. Okay. So I would encourage you to look through that list of to-dos and to ask yourself, which is the one I can't stand the most and I'm always putting off? And that's the one you want to do first. It feels so good to get it done. It feels so good to just check it off. So do it the first thing so that you can enjoy the rest of your work. Okay. End each power hour with notes for the next day. So make sure that you're making notes on the people that you've spoken to. Make sure that you're just keeping yourself organized. And then make sure to update your tracker. Guys, you're keeping a tracker, right? Yeah, okay, about that. So I'm really horrible at that. And I'm going to tell you, it is really not a good thing to not do it. So start now and make sure that you're keeping one. And make sure at the end of your power hour, you are updating that tracker. I'm going to share with you guys this tracker I created. It includes your daily coaching checklist and includes a master spreadsheet for each item and where you can drag and drop all the stuff that you're doing, okay, from that daily coaching checklist. And it's going to make your life a whole lot easier if you choose that that's going to help you. If you're a paper and pen girl, if you figure out what you want to do works for you, do it. Just make sure that you are tracking. This is a Dream Fit Daily Power Hour to-do list, okay? This is in a different format, but you can use this if you like. I'm going to give you something else as well that I have found over these past 2 years has worked really well for me. But this is essentially what a Power Hour to-do list would look like for a new coach or someone starting out. Obviously, my Power Hour list looks a little different than yours, but these are the essential behaviors that you should be doing as a coach every single day. You need to be adding 3 new friends to your Facebook network, okay, every single day. And the reason for that is because, well, you're going to run out of people to help if you don't. It's just like any other thing in life. You have to network. In order to help more people, you need to know more people. So add 3 new friends. Do I mean go out and add random people? No, don't do that. That's weird and that's creepy. Go out and, add mutual friends. Maybe somebody that there's a memory jogger you can use in the back office. Find those people on social media so that they know what you're doing and you can build relationships with them. Don't be creepy, build relationships with them. But first step is to add them. Invite 3 to 5 people to join your challenge group. If you have your calendar set and you know when your challenge group is, it's going to be a whole lot easier to know when to invite, right? Because what do? You have your challenge group set. You start to market 2 weeks prior, okay? Or a little bit longer if you're a new coach and you want to get your feet wet doing it. Invite 1 person a day to your team as a coach. How many of us don't do this because you're a little creeped out? You don't really understand about the coaching opportunity. And so you're like, yeah, so I'm not going to invite to that because I just kind of feel weird. First and foremost, you have to believe in this opportunity. You signed up for it. So you have to know that this is a really great opportunity for people. You don't have to be weird. You don't have to be skeevy. You don't have to know everything about this business. You can just talk to people, and this is what I was saying last night on the What is Coaching call if you listened in. Or I was saying this on our team live video, that don't put yourself on this pedestal up here so that people think that coaching is so far out of reach. We're just regular, everyday people that struggle. We know that, right? We know that. We are in the thick of it ourselves. We're trying to get ourselves back on track. We're just we're doing a little organization in order to help more people. That's all coaching really is. If people have a passion for it, then we're going to inspire them to do that. Just make sure you remember that if you don't ask, the answer is always no, okay? So then you want to reconnect with friends and you want to build relationships. You want to add value to them.
Lily.
Be interesting. Be interested. Ask questions. Figure out what it is that person needs from you. Okay? And then follow up with people that you've invited to the challenge groups. This is why tracking is so important. This is why you need to know who you've talked to so that you can go back and you can send them messages and say, hey, just wanted to follow up with you. We chatted about 2 weeks ago and you said you were interested in a challenge group. I just wanted to let you know that I have one coming up and I wanted to see if you're interested in doing it now. That's what a follow-up is. The magic happens in the follow-up, okay? Because what you're doing the very first time you invite someone is you're planting a seed with them, but following up with them means I haven't given up on you and I still want to help you, okay? So do your Beachbody workout, of course, and post about it. So whenever you want to do, that, you can do that. So for instance, for me, I do that in the beginning. So I do that when I do it when I am, sorry, I can't find my mouse. Okay, so I do that when I am in the morning. I do my Beachbody workout. I do my Power Hour later, but I do my Beachbody workout in the morning. And then my Shakeology is kind of all over the place. I sometimes do it in the morning, sometimes I do it in the afternoon, most times I do it in the afternoon. Read and listen to 10 to 15 minutes of personal development every single day. I'm telling you, I've really put this off for a long time, but it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge, huge difference. Plan 3 to 5 posts on your Facebook page daily. You should be posting 3 to 5 times. You guys know that. I have told you that. But don't think you have to post on the fly and you need to know what you're saying all the time, okay? Make sure that you plan stuff ahead of time, especially the posts that you're going to market, especially the posts that you're going to talk about coaching or whatever. plan those posts ahead of time, or at the very least, post the theme of your posts, okay? So maybe the first post of the day, you know that you're going to put up an inspirational quote. Maybe the second post of the day, you're going to talk about, you know, a recognition post. Third post of the day, you're going to talk about you, your brand. Maybe you're a mom, you're home with your kids. Fourth post of the day is your workout. Fifth post of the day is, you know, on a team call. Whatever it is, you know, you want to make sure that you're providing value. So sit down during your power hour and plan your posts out ahead of time. More organized you are, the better you're going to feel, the less overwhelmed you're going to get, and the easier this business is going to be, and the more you're going to want to continue. Make sure you're posting in the groups you're in, obviously. So coach training groups, challenge groups, team page, that kind of stuff, whatever groups you actually have that you're running. Listen, if you are not, if you're worried about, I'm a coach and I'm worried about running my own group, do it in the My Challenge Tracker app. Okay? Because you can plan those ahead of time. I talked about this last night. You go in, you organize your posts ahead of time. You take what's in the Coach Online Office, you literally copy and paste, you plan each day out. It might take you, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes to copy and paste it for the 30 days. And then you focus on being a challenger. Because that's all we really are just challengers. And you're there for them if they need help ordering stuff or whatever. But get there first, build your foundation, make sure it's strong so that you can then move on one step at a time. This right here is my daily coaching tracker, okay? So this is really the one that I would recommend you using. And this is a screenshot of it. I'm going to share the file actually with you guys in the team page. This is, you write the name in and then you check the box, okay? And I have a whole other tracker master sheet that's set up where you can literally copy and paste it in there, write some notes on that person, and you're set. That's your tracking if you want to use that, if it will work for you. But I have found that this has worked really well for me, and it just is something that I can, you know, with all the colors and everything, I can just go down. So, okay, I need to post in my challenge groups. Great. Oh, I need to post on my personal Facebook. I need to post on my Facebook like page. Okay, now I need to invite to challenge groups. Now I need to present the business opportunity, personal development, Shakeology, workout. I know that those are my vital behaviors. I need to be doing those. Oh, look, I need to add friends. Oh, look, now I need to follow up. Build relationships, post a team page, complete training assignments. If you're going down this like a system, you got yourself organized, you're going to be able to knock it out. And when you do, you're going to feel so great. You're going to be like, yes, I'm done for the day. Put your stuff into tracking and literally dump it. Dump it. You've invited people. Let them come to you. Okay? And when it's time to follow up with them, then you're going to follow up with them. But know that you've done the work. Okay? Because that's like 95% of this business. Set goals and work towards them, okay? So set new specific goals. Really quick, I just want to confirm. You guys can't see this dialogue in the middle of my screen, can you? This dialogue box? Okay. I can't see my mouse to close it. So just to making sure that you guys can't see it. Set new specific goals every single month for yourself. So maybe every single month you're going to have the same goals. For me, I set a goal of hitting Success Club 10 every single month. It's my non-negotiable, okay? Non-negotiable. For you, I would encourage you to make Success Club 5 your non-negotiable every single month, okay? This business grows only with Success Club. You don't have to want to be like this top coach in order to see the benefits of hitting Success Club. Success Club is the basis of this business. It's not a quota, but it's a benchmark for you to aim for. It's helping 3 new people a month with a challenge pack. If you're doing your daily behaviors, if you're being consistent, if you're organized and you're literally checking off your power hour list every single day and you're getting yourself in front of new people, guys, you're going to make Success Club. I use this analogy all the time. I know, please don't hate me for saying it over and over again, but I'm going to say it. You're riding a bike. You've got to get that momentum. Once you get the momentum, you will coast for a little while. but then you have to be pedaling constantly in order to keep speed. It's the same with this business. You must be doing the daily behaviors every single day. Set a goal for yourself so that when you know what it is that you're going after, then you're going to work your butt off to get it. And if you want to set your goal a little bit high so that you, I don't know, maybe might surprise yourself. There's something about setting a goal for yourself, writing it down, doing a vision board, doing this stuff for yourself that makes you just push for it. So make Success Club a non-negotiable every single month. Make a goal to add 2 to 3 new coaches every month. If you're adding coaches, if you're growing your team, then you're going to advance in rank. That's the natural next step. The reason I tell you that you need to be adding new coaches is because coaches will come and go, especially if they're just discount members, especially if they just don't want to work the business. They don't see the benefits of this. You're going to run in and out of activity if you do that. So in order to keep your earning potential up, you want to make sure that you're adding new coaches and you're maintaining relationships with the coaches that you have. Make it a goal to help 3 challengers get results with Beachbody programs and Shakeology. What does that mean? That means like actually helping the people that you're getting to do challenge packs. I know it sounds crazy, but we all shoot for Success Club and then it's like, oh, wait, I have to help these people? Oh, okay. You can't just assume that they've had their program, you can't just assume that they're good. People need coaching. That's why we're here. Even if it's just a phone call that says, hey, just checking in, haven't heard from you, you haven't posted in the group, are you doing all right? People need a lot of that coddling. We can't do the work for them. And I'm not telling you to put all the pressure on you because they have to be doing it. But you should be helping them get there. So I send out a questionnaire to most of my challengers when they sign up with a challenge pack. And the questionnaire tells me what it is that they want out of me as their coach. Do they need somebody to touch base with them every single day? Are they somebody that just wants to focus on the group? Are they somebody that doesn't even want a group, but they just want to do it on their own and know that I'm here for questions? When you know what your challengers expect out of you, you're going to have way better results in getting them results. And that is the #1 focus. Challengers make the best coach prospects because once they see results, they're going to see what it means to want to pay it forward. They're going to be a walking commercial. People are going to ask them what they do. Coaching is just going to be natural next step for them. A goal would be sponsor 1 ad on your Facebook like page to get new faces on your page, to spark new relationships, to reach out to people in this huge sea of the United States and Canada. Market yourself in other areas. Do a shake and share party. Go in and do a talk for your children's school. Go do a booth for a fall festival and talk about Shakeology or, whatever it is. Strive to do something like that once a month. Make it a specific monthly goal to advance in rank. If you are aiming for Emerald, if you're aiming for Diamond, if you are helping your coaches get to Diamond, whatever it is, make it a goal to advance in rank that month. And then make it a goal to make 2 to 3 new solid friendships with people. This business works so much better when you actually like the people and know the people that you're working with. If you guys have noticed, how much do we all just get along? How much do we all just get each other? I have had coaches join where I'm like, I don't really know them, and it's awkward. It's like, before I even can get them success, I feel like I have to be able to joke with them or know what makes them tick or know how to talk to them. And so it's really important for you to know that ahead of time. People don't sign up for the product, guys. They sign up with you. They sign up to be working with you, whether it's a challenger or a coach. So make sure you're really genuinely building relationships, okay? That's it. That is organization, okay? I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to stop share and then I'm going to show you this master spreadsheet because I want to show you guys what I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, can you see this? Can you see it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll see here that this is the daily coaching checklist, okay? I'm going to post in challenge groups, and I'm going to say posted posted daily post, okay? And then I'm going to check mark it, okay? If you want to do it on your computer, you can do it like that. If you don't have
What program is this?
What's that?
What program is this?
This is Numbers, but this is on a Mac, but I think it will, so I can get it to go to Excel. So I'll share it in the file section, and if you can't open it, let me know. But so then you post on your personal Facebook page, okay, and you check here when you posted for that day. Post on Facebook like page. Yay, I did my personal development. Yay, I did my Shakeology. Yay, I did my workout, okay? And then you do this for the daily checklist. Now, if I'm putting people's names in here, okay, let's say I invited Kit, yeah, boy, and then I invited Alex, and then I invited Cindy, and then I invited Lenora. So I'm going to check that I've invited them, okay? This, I have created these tabs here, okay? So this is your master template, okay? Invite to challenge group, present a business opportunity, build relationships. So I'm going to go back to the daily coaching checklist, and I'm going to select here, and I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste. Okay, and it's going to go right in there like that. Okay, and so then I'm going to put the date for each person. I'm going to say yes or no, did they respond? And then I'm going to put notes. Kit is awesome. She is so ready to do this. She needs 2 more months, and then she is on board. Okay? So then I know that at the end of that day, as I put the date in, I know that I can go back to my daily checklist and I can erase this, okay? And I can start over. Because I've already have put my information into the master spreadsheet, okay? And then you can go back and you can reference this later. Like I said, if you need to know like who to talk to. I also created a different one for me with like coaches and stuff to put in here. But it's just a good idea. And this list is going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, obviously. Okay. But then you have like a different column. So let's say Kit signs up as a coach.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the team, Kit.
Welcome to the team. Wow, so glad you joined. Then you just go over here, you highlight this, you drag and you drop it into another thing, and then bam, I have my tracking all set, and everything works perfectly, right? Smooth. You just have to do it. Having a tracking software that works for you is one thing, doing it is another. But the very
is this tracking software going to work for us? Are you going to post this somewhere?
I'm posting it.
Awesome. Okay.
You can decide if it will work for you.
Thank you.
Like I said, if you're a pen and paper kind of girl and you want to do it that way, you totally can. I'm a paper and pen kind of girl, but paper and pen is getting a little overwhelming for me. So I need something else. So, and the reason why I would tell you to monitor the posts that you put up in your challenge group and the posts that you put on your personal Facebook page, because I want you to monitor who's commenting and liking on them, okay? Liking them. So, like, if you go over here to this tab, post on your personal Facebook page, like, I put a post up asking people for suggestion on 4 different outfits. The date of that, the feedback. I got 145 likes, or I got like, let's say 23 likes and 145 comments, all going with B or something like that. And the reason why is because this is going to help you know your engagement, okay? This is going to help you know your audience. People love themselves and posts about giving feedback. So then you know, like if engagement is low on your page, you can go back and you can reference this and you can say, okay, so if I haven't had a lot of looks on my page in a while, maybe I should lay low on the Beachbody stuff and I should just put out a rando, here guys, I need to buy a pair of shoes, which do you like best? Because people love to put their 2 cents in. Okay, so that's why I would encourage you to, track this. Know who to follow up with, know who you've built relationships with, because once you've built relationships with people and you have them in here, let's say you have somebody in here that you built a relationship or you started with and you're talking about notes on the conversation, and that was back in June, you need to be following up with them and just building more relationship with them. Or, hey, let's look at my last notes on the conversation. What did we chat about? Oh, we actually chatted about, her wanting to get healthy. This is a perfect time for me to invite her. Okay?
Or who the heck was that person?
Right.
I had that happen today.
Oh,
Well, I went with it.
yeah.
Well, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, did it work out?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
And
So-
I smiled a lot through the computer.
There you go. Yeah. So, I mean, there are times where, and trust me, there are times people, if I'm not tracking properly and I don't know who I've added as a friend, and all of a sudden these people like start liking and commenting, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is. If I had tracked who it was that I was adding, then I would know, oh, this was a mutual friend of so-and-so. And so I know who that is. So getting organized is really, there's so many things that are important in this business. But first and foremost, I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. I don't want your coaches to get overwhelmed. The number one thing that gets people to quit is to get overwhelmed. The people that are like, I am so overwhelmed, I'm not even doing this shit anymore. You know what I mean? So give them organization, give them tools that they need to get themselves organized, to be, on track with this stuff, and they know what to do. So when they know what to do, they can literally go down a list, check it off, be done for the day, and trust the process. That's the best you can do. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about anything that I talked about?
No.
No?
No, I have no questions.
Okay.
You're so good. You're so good.
I'm going to end the video here, okay? But of course, I'll post it in our YouTube playlist so you guys can go back and reference it at any point. And then if you have a coach that you signed, they can watch it too.